Repeat after me. Son of son. I'm Erin.
I'm Julia.
Welcome to Stream Queens, the podcast.
She's the Emmy Award-winning producer of your favorite reality television.
She is the indie darling of the Tribeca Film Festival.
And we are the Bushwick Intellectual Class, bringing you the definitive take on pop culture.
And this whole host of rage bait and misinformation.
Oh yeah, we're kind of, as we hone our brand, I think rage bait and misinformation.
We just get so many comments that say, "Is this rage bait? Is this rage bait?" And like, I never thought about it that way, but like, if the shoe fits,
wear it.
And then misinformation, because everybody's always commenting, telling us we're giving like misinformation. And I'm like, no, we're just wrong. Like,
it's fiction,
and that's okay.
Right. I'm not a journalist.
Like, no, I'm not a journalist. Like,
I don't have a Pulitzer, but I would love to be considered.
Of course.
Wait, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, almost.
We got a little witchy with it this week.
I'm feeling that you are just dying to get into the topic.
I'm dying
so
to
why
get
don't you go
into...
ahead and let's do a little intro and tell them what the hell we watched this week.
I'm dying to get into Midsommar, parentheses 2019.
What a time.
And this is, of course, written and directed by Ari Aster. That's AI. The IMDb summary is: a couple travels to Northern Europe to visit a rural hometown's fabled Swedish Midsummer Festival. What begins as an idyllic retreat quickly devolves into an increasingly violent and bizarre competition at the hands of a pagan cult.
Well, that is true.
That's really succinct. I think concision is really important.
Yeah, that is what that movie's about.
This is my first time seeing it. I hadn't seen it because I don't really like scary movies. I was fucking around like.
You've seen the other Ari Aster films.
Yeah.
You like Hereditary.
Love Hereditary.
And Edmonton,
yes. Edmonton Bear.
Yes, Edmonton Bear.
But.
Hello?
Ari Aster, you said, is the ultimate film bro. But I had that question. No, you said that.
You said that.
I asked the question. I was like, where's the line of like when you film bro too close
to the sun?
Yeah, to your own like nutsack.
Sure. I don't know, because he's really good at the medium for sure.
Like, you were like, he's a great filmmaker.
He's a great filmmaker. Like, and I agree. Like, and I guess the film bro trope, like, because I mean, I'm like in the traditional sense, like he's clearly a studied and masterful filmmaker. Like, I don't know that that's where, of course,
he's the model majority.
It's just that I don't know that that's where my values lie. Like, I'm like, he's doing great at a thing I somewhat care about.
You love film.
I do love film.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I love it in the same, like, I don't know that I love it necessarily for.
I'm like, I think you are maybe perhaps afraid that you two ride the razor's edge between film bro and.
Yeah.
And then that, of course, is questions of authenticity. Like, he's good. That's why his film bro
really
isn't
good.
Like eye roll. The eye roll film bros are the thing that make him look like a cuck. And he's obsessed with like family annihilation and like breeding and all the good stuff.
Yeah, of course.
For you, that makes me think of like a great filmmaker. What makes somebody suited for this medium, or why is it like some people just think in movie?
That's the thing. He does, like, and you just notice through everything he does, like, it's his framing, it's art throughout. Like, all the art in Danny's apartment is telling you the story of what's going to happen through the rest of Midsommar, right? Like, there's so many different like, he is a really, like, what did they call mise en scène? We learned about that in film school, like what's in the frame. And with Ari Aster, everything in the frame, the angle that he's chosen, all of it matters and is very intentional. Like, and that's where I go my line, right? Where I'm like, I maybe lean less film bro aesthetically, though I do love filmmaking, is I'm like, I'm more of I follow character and story.
Yeah.
And like authenticity, I think, is a good word. Like, that's what I'm usually looking for. And I'm willing to overlook less intentional mise en scène, right? But like, he's amazing at it. So I'm like,
or perhaps that's part of your framing, and part of your mise en scène is what you choose and what you don't choose, and what is you're comfortable letting be organic.
Yeah. And he's also, though, not to say like the character and story in this film is like, I just think objectively,
Strong.
like this film is really, really good.
That's what, and he wrote it and directed. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, auteur.
Yes, and filmmaker. And
Yeah.
Cheer.
So we've established Ari Aster as a filmmaker.
We once again have proven his profession and his credentials.
Yeah, and we all agree Ari Aster, filmmaker.
Wait, what's the boy one? The hot boy one? He said
Hot boy
something.
what?
Mark in the like douchebag. Okay, so what I'm
Will Poulter?
Will Poulter.
That's the hot boy.
Oh my! Reveal.
Reveal Will Poulter. I mean, he is
I like
so
a
yeah,
redneck,
he's so cute.
like
Yeah, like, and
like,
he's like a douchebag. Like all he talks about is impregnating women the whole film.
and a no pussy getting bitch. Like when there's that bar scene at the
Yeah.
beginning where you meet Christian's friends.
Yeah, Mark, John, and
Josh.
Pele.
Yeah, and
Mark,
Pele.
Josh, and Pele.
They're all like, he's the only one ostensibly with a girlfriend, and all these dudes are like addicted to talking shit. It's like, you don't have, they're giving shit advice. Like, don't listen to your single male friends about how to date a woman. They're not doing it. Or you
Sure.
disagree.
Well, here's where I disagree. They were definitely giving him the advice to break up with her, and they were like, "You've been in this relationship
Yeah.
for a year and you've been unhappy. Like, it's time to break up with her." And in that regard, they were absolutely right, because then he was already in a position where he felt like she was too fragile to break up with her. But then, like,
Many
obviously,
such
she
cases.
experiences family annihilation, and then it was like, now you really
Yeah,
can't
that's
break
the
up with her.
beginning. Yeah.
You
Do
know?
you buy that?
That you can't break up with someone after their family's been annihilated. I think it's better to do it before.
If you can get in, yeah, like, that's
Yeah.
why if you're watching this, just break up, girl.
I do think that is so true. Like, just break up. And also, because, I mean, that's really, to me, what is this film about?
Yeah.
This film
dig
is
it up.
a breakup movie. This is a film about what it feels like to be in a relationship where the other person does not love you.
Well, okay, so to me, I asked it last time, like, am I just simply obsessed with gender, or is everything gender? And it's like, oh, like, cis people are obsessed with gender. Like, it's very important to y'all, and it's like a kink, like breeding kink. Like, you talk about Will Poulter talking about pregnancy from the beginning. Like, I audibly gasped because I'm not around. I've never been
Breeders.
around. Well, or, yeah, men who talk like that. Like, that's, but I know it's real. Something we explore on this podcast all the time is that men and women seem to hate each other, and straight people tell themselves that they're doomed to be with somebody they fundamentally hate.
Sure.
So as much as this is a breakup movie about somebody who hates you, like, I think a lot of that is gendered. Like, Christian is the dudest dude.
Yeah.
What'd you call him? The median dude? The average dude?
Median boyfriend.
Like
Median boyfriend. Like, if you take all the boyfriends in the world, you take the best of the best to the worst of the worst. Like, he is a median boyfriend. Exactly how he acts in that relationship. Like, he's, emotionally unavailable. He's, but he feigns support. He's incredible. He's very gifted at gaslighting, which is, of course, an overused word.
Sure.
But is
fascism
in
is
this
the primary dynamic
between men and women, of course.
You see in that first fight that they have in the apartment before they go to Sweden,
Yeah.
this establishment of a dynamic, our bread and butter, where they each are struggling to express themselves and hear each other, and it feels like deeply gendered.
Yeah.
Which I'm certainly comfortable saying because I'm like, what is this movie about? Other than a crumbling, like, why the pregnancy involved? Like, why are straight people involved with pregnancy? Can somebody tell me that?
Why are straight people what?
Obsessed with pregnancy. Like, what? Hello?
You don't think that's kind of, like, dare I say, like, evolutionary? Like, kind of primal, animal, like, kind of
Well, evolution's a theory.
obsession with kind of reproduction, because that's maybe our primary mode of being is kind of like animals, species.
So
like cells
in the way
want to
that
reproduce. Like, we
the
want to
median
reproduce.
boyfriend is Christian, the median creature animal is a beetle. I'm rooting for you guys. And of course the cordyceps fungus.
And they want to have babies. No.
I would say about evolution, I think evolution is, as a theory and as a practice, tiptoe.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
Science is so male, and the theory of evolution and the emphasis on certain things, we're just now beginning to understand how fucked up it all is. Like,
I thought we were talking about the film Midsommar.
okay, yes, and the film Midsommar, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, it's you. It's not being trans this hard. It's what you all do about and think about transgender people. Like, where I'm like, y'all are talking, this movie starts with Will being like, you're going to impregnate so many girls,
Yeah.
foreshadowing. And like, ultimately, guess what Christopher does? Christian?
Yeah. Impregnates Maya.
I'm okay.
But he's kind of, but that's assault.
On everybody.
Christian.
Maya's a kid, no?
Yeah, but she like is putting spells on him and stuff, and then the cult like drugs him and then like kind of drags him in a lower inhibition state to forcibly breed him. And it is she literally, a woman comes behind him and pushes.
Yeah.
Hurries it along. So yeah, I would call that sexual assault on Christian.
I want to take accountability and like, I missed that. I wasn't seeing it like that. And I think that my prior assumptions and my misandristic worldview.
Yeah, men can be victims.
And often are, in the same way, like, even in that scenario I described, yeah, those are both victims. Everyone's a victim.
There's so many victims in the movie. I mean, of course, Mark, Josh, murked. Simon, Kana, I think is her name. Simon's girlfriend, murked.
Dead.
When did I start saying murked?
I think it must be in a song or something.
Yeah, and does it mean what I think it means?
What do you think it means?
Murdered.
To my knowledge, yes. Wait. What would be your midsummer? There's two ways to approach this question. What is your, like, if Hereditary, right, I wanted to show you that clip of Toni Collette. There's really good footage all the time of her being like, ultimately it's a story about grief and family and a relationship falling apart, and it's Hereditary, and it's like, okay, diva, this similarly is a relationship falling apart.
Yeah.
Dressed in the scary thing. Like, what's your midsummer? What's your like underlying social anxiety that you could build an entire horror movie around?
Well, that's a really good question. I wasn't expecting that question. Do you have an answer to that question?
I do. I wonder if it would have something to do with trans girl baseball. Like, if I were to say...
Yeah, what do Midsommar and trans girl baseball have in common? Let's get into that. On this segment, we will.
Right. So, Chosen Family. They're both about Chosen Family.
Of course.
Trans girl baseball is an event, a movement.
Yeah, where people come from around the world to find community.
Yeah.
With like-minded individuals who are
during the daytime.
During the daytime, they love to play outside.
It's very much about the setting. It's very much about
set and setting,
duration. It's about like cycles. It's innings. It's teams. It's competition.
Sure.
And rituals. Like afterward, we all go drink, and it's like all trans femmes at a bar where it's like.
Yeah.
All trans. It's sick as fuck.
Who's the May Queen?
Who's the May Queen? I like to think of myself as the May Queen.
You're dressed like the May Queen.
Thanks for your help, by the way. Yeah. Well, I guess the May Queen speaks for herself.
Yeah.
But that event, like all of that, I could then set like a psychosexual, which to me is my underlying social anxiety.
Yeah.
In that kind of durational setting.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I have a midsummer thing because, like, I'm like, that's happened to me.
Okay, that's the other thing. I'm like, I'm trying to be sensitive and not be Baba Wawa, Barbara Walters, but I'm like, what is it like to see your shit just, like, rocked in front of you all the time? Like, I feel so... It's like...
No, every movie we watch, it's crazy because I'm always like, that just happened to me. I've lived so many lives. Like, that's what I say. What did I say when we were watching the film? I was like, no, Christian is like, I imagine exactly like my ex-boyfriend if I could possibly remember.
And I kind of do remember, and I'm like, it was that.
I know.
Crazy.
Like, he actually, honestly, all of my ex-boyfriends have like deeply loathed me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
Every time,
and they'll stay with me for years.
And as is
while
the
they
case
loathe me.
And like the thing that you've got,
yeah,
is a bunch of family tragedies back to
back, and
there's
the family.
No leaving.
No, you can't leave when what's going on with me is happening. Like, you can't leave. Like, I'm desp.
You really are Flo.
I know.
No, like literally, like
did Pew do it? Yes.
Starting with the suicide, it's like, all right. It's like when watching something or hearing someone, like a friend of mine or my dead name, and it's like, this is really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, how does it feel? How does it feel? Do you feel represented? Oh, I was wondering that. Like,
yeah, I think it's a really good representation of what it feels like to be in her. It really puts you in her position, and I think it's exactly what it feels like to have, a man in your life that you're in a codependent relationship with, who loathes you, who you desperately need to be there for you, but he is fundamentally incapable and simultaneously does not want to, but is pretending to, and that is actually even lonelier. That's the thing. And then when you're that kind of lonely, like, you're very susceptible to kind of joining a death cult or something like that. Like, and for me, I don't know that I ever got into like death cult territory, but I will say, like, the peak of when I'm in an unhealthy relationship is gonna coincide with my peak of kind of like tarot, astrology. Like, maybe I'll get into some really weird.
Get a little witchy.
I get a little, and like, obviously that's not the same thing, because like, I'm pro witchy and like stuff, and I don't think that stuff is unhealthy. I think it's lovely and beautiful, but I'll get most kind of into what they call spiritual psychosis. Like, I might, if you catch me kind of talking to Archangel Michael in my bedroom, like, I probably have reached a point in my codependent relationship where I gotta get out.
It's really important for kids to feel like they have a space that's their own. I kind of just let you be in there.
Yeah, of course.
How often are you talking to the Archangel Michael?
Lately, not at all. I'm doing good.
All right, watch this space.
But folks. I know he's still watching out.
He's nice.
I don't remember.
I think
I don't remember fucking anything. Grief can do that to you.
That's what and trauma. Like, this
grief and trauma can do that to you.
I was wondering, because it felt, I think that we've talked before too about like female gaze, male gaze, which like ultimately I'm finding it maybe most helpful to abandon that entirely. But it's like, this is a women's story that I feel like watching it, and based on how you described it being representative, like, I'm not feeling a man's writing, I'm not feeling a man's directing in a way that makes me question, like, can men tell women's stories?
Well, I think he does do a great job of telling, like, because it's anchored in a woman's story, but I will say, like, the accuracy with which he writes the male, like, PhD student friend group, a woman can't write men like that. Like, their dynamics, when it's just the boys and the way they talk, like, clearly a man wrote that, because, like, it's spot on. I felt like I'm there. I know this group of friends, and they are like that. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that friend group is like, whoa.
Yeah. And kind of median.
Yeah, median friend group. And yeah, and like, like when Christian steals Josh's thesis, like, that's fucked.
Which felt like white privilege, like,
that just felt like loserville. Like, honestly, Christian is just such a, like, one of the biggest losers in film history. Like, I'm just like, that guy sucks. Like, fully, there are zero redeeming qualities to Christian, and
except his social position.
Well, which is only because he's a semi-attractive white guy, like, fully, and it's like, you can get away with anything and having is nothing to offer anybody around you. But of course, there is, like, I mean, ostensibly, right, there's a version of the story that I think is probably like, because the story is not just about a breakup, it's also about a cult, right? And like, when you're alone in the world, and when, like, great, like, the position it takes for you to be in, where a cult can find you and brainwash you into this, right? By the end, she's the May Queen and she's smiling and has killed her boyfriend, right? Like she's fully indoctrinated. So it's also about that. But like, there's also the other version of the story where Pele has targeted. Sorry, our neighbors just got home. I wish y'all could hear this.
Okay, that's probably gonna come again, but I'm like killing her man. Fellas, if she wanted to, she would.
But there's a version of the story, right, where Pele has been targeting her, and actually the family annihilation, the cult did that to intentionally bring Dany there as the May Queen.
Yeah, which, speaking of foreshadowing at the beginning, they talk about the Vikings having captured
women from across the world to do that, right?
Breed them in.
Yeah, and also Pele's rewarded for his intuition, which means he targeted Dany, wanted her, and he says multiple times, like, I wanted you there more than anyone, and like he ostensibly could have befriended Christian to make this happen. He was part of annihilating her family, perpetuating, because that's the thing, right? Like, this whole movie is continuing to perpetuate, like, right, his family was burned. That could have been how he got there, right? Like, his parents burned, and he's now perpetuating what happened to him on Dany by annihilating her family, completely isolating her, and then drawing her into a cult by removing her ability to contact people from outside.
Classic cult stuff.
Classic cult stuff, right?
Without
so there's
feeling
that.
tropey. It doesn't feel like mismatched assembled jigsaw.
Mm-mm.
I heard somebody one time refer to relationships as a two-person sex cult.
Period.
And like,
I love that.
Isn't that perfect?
That's so true.
And for somebody like Pele, Pele is offering everything that Christian doesn't.
Of course. Pele's offering family.
Yeah, which maybe, plays with themes of family, chosen family. Do you get annoyed, or where do you fall on the, I feel like there's like faggy horror that people are mad about, like art housey A24, and then there's people that are like, men used to be men, women used to be women, where it's like, I don't want a thinkin movie, which is what my mother and brother call like thinkin movies.
Yeah, I know. The thing about thinking movies is it's like my mom gets that way too. Like, she's like, doesn't want to watch stuff that's like a thinking movie. And I'm like, I used to be like, what? No, I'm trying to tell you, like, this is amazing. Like, you're going to love it. But as I get older, like, sometimes, like, I don't want to watch a thinking movie. Sometimes I just want to put something on. I don't really want to get into all that.
Oh, how do Pew do?
How do Pew do?
Like, how do Pew do? How do
Pew do?
Yeah, how does Florence Pugh do what she's doing here? Any idea what she's doing?
Are you asking me to kind of get in the inner workings of Miss Flo, Florence Pugh, in acting the film? Like, or are you asking my judge of her performance?
I'm like,
because my judge of her performance is perfect girl, no notes as usual.
I wish every performance was that.
I wish everyone was Florence Pugh. I would love Florence Pugh to do kind of a movie where she plays all the characters.
That's what it is.
Like, she does. She's just all in. And Miss Flo, can you remind me where that comes from?
Okay, so Miss Flo, I'm so glad you asked, is...
Jamie, can we pull that up?
Yeah, so it's a stim that we had for a long time, and it comes from a voicemail that Olivia Wilde, as director and star, left to Shia LaBeouf.
About Miss Flo.
About Florence Pugh in a movie.
Do you have that up?
Yeah, I have that up, so I'm just going to go ahead and play that.
Yeah, please.
It's about 45 seconds.
If you want to show it to me.
Shia.
Yeah, perfect.
Shia. I just went riding my horse, very sweaty, but I wanted to reach out because I feel like I'm not ready to give up on this yet, and I too am heartbroken, and I want to figure this out. And you know, I think this might be a bit of a wake-up call for Miss Flo, and I want to know if you're open to giving this a shot with me, with us. If she really commits, if she really puts her mind and heart into it at this point, and if you guys can make peace, and I respect your point of view, I respect hers, but if you guys can do it, what do you think? Is there hope? Is there hope? Let me know.
How did that get leaked?
Shia. This
This might be a wake-up call for Miss Flo.
Miss Flo.
Fuck.
No, I'm like, when a woman hates a woman.
Moment of silence.
God, I'm so sorry. My temptation to just get into a conversation about breeding kinks is so overwhelming.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so you know how I've been kind of projecting the whole time, being like, straight people are obsessed with gender, cishet people are obsessed with gender, and breeding. It's like, we have that too. Like,
what do you mean?
Obviously, that is a big part of queer culture too. Like, a lot of girls like me have a breeding kink, breeding fantasy. Like
everyone does.
So what? Then why is it then why is it like we have to make a movie about it where we see someone's face like pancaked and bloody in order for us to be comfortable having a conversation about sex? And by a conversation about sex, I'm like talking about the fuck scene, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting here being like, I'm nervous to talk about breeding kink, and it's like,
you are?
Yeah. It's like weird to me. It's like unsettling to me.
I think it's,
I don't respond. Like, that's the body horror of this to me. Okay. I think, again, part of my rejection comes like from starting with.
Because you started with kind of like, I don't relate to this. Like, you people are obsessed with it. Now you're kind of saying you have it as well.
Well, we all have it.
That's what I'm saying.
I know that's what you're saying.
I think it's natural.
I think we're all saying it. It brings up so much anxiety. And that would make sense, right? As a trans person, having anxiety about the body and gender.
Sure.
This is the beginning. But it just feels so like, maybe that's what this film does well, though. Like, because it elevates everything to the extreme.
Yeah.
It's kind of like strips it down to its naked parts where it's like, yeah, this is ridiculous.
Right.
Like, all the rituals around this cult is as funny as the rituals of male-female, of relationship, of friendship, of community.
Well, that's kind of, I think there's another question the film presents to. It's kind of like, well, what is the cost of community? What does it take to feel like a part of a family and something bigger than yourself, right? What is a culture? It's ritual, it's lore, it's history, it's, like continuing the same traditions down through generations, bringing other people into it to be a part of it. You have to, because otherwise you're facing inbreeding, right? Like, that's how,
the one taboo that they are like,
not that cool with is incest, right? But it's like, that makes sense, because that is literally, I mean, that's historic. That's what culture is and how it develops, because you have to bring non-family members in or your culture is going to die out because of inbreeding. You know what I mean? Like, a cult like that can't stay secluded forever. You have to bring in outsiders. Of course, they murder those.
Yeah, you need to murder a couple.
But not before getting some of their sperm.
Yeah, I mean, the eugenics of it, the selective breeding is very interesting.
Oh, I guess that's the only value Christian has, is his breedability.
Okay, theory time. When at the beginning, the movie starts with like the little pre-narrative kind of up style, tearing up just thinking about it. But Miss Flo, sister, gassing her whole family to death.
Yeah.
Good morning.
We're watching a movie.
We're watching Ari Aster.
Hello. Yeah, and it's shot so beautifully. Like, his frames are just so artful. Like, every frame a painting.
But serving the story.
All of it. Every single moment.
That's what it's not jilling off. It's not jacking off. It's just like, it's like, no, they have to match. That's why it's filmmaking.
Agreed.
And as we established, that's his profession. Yeah,
and so I think what we've established, what we've got from Midsommar, a thinking movie, is that Ari Aster is a filmmaker.
And that's our thesis for this. Wait, no, but tell me, like, was the sister who was clearly having her own trip, like, was she involved with the cult, or does she just have her own mental illness?
I don't know.
Is there like, do people think about
I think
that?
it's
Are
up
there
to
theories?
interpretation. Well, I think
That's
there's
the thing
people
about-
think Pele did it because of like the last email, admittedly, to both Christian and Danny did not sound like her. Like there is a usual cadence of her sending emails like that,
Oh
but
my
that one did
God.
not sound like her. And so I think that's some of the assumption. And on the photo of in the parents' bedroom when the
Yeah.
firemen go in there, there's a photo of the sister on their bedside table, and there's a flower crown on it.
I feel on
There's
the
like
picture,
there's like a May Queen flower crown on the picture frame. So ostensibly the Swedes went in and plotted this.
I feel sick
get
to
Danny.
my fucking stomach.
I know.
Oh, fuck,
It could be true.
dude.
Yeah. So maybe the sister didn't do it at all.
I mean, what?
And the
does it
Swedes
say
set it up
about
to make
men?
it seem like a well, right. Pele is the ultimate kind of nice guy, right? Like he's like sweet and he's thoughtful, but he's also out to get you.
Right, so it's like maybe an ineffectuate asshole
Yeah.
or
'Cause
a conniving
I think the only
nice guy.
right, and they're all bad, right? Like they're all just trying to like do something bad to you. But I think like the people who are redeeming the movie are like the girlies, like not the ones who participated in Maya's kind of ritual sexual
that
assault.
everyone, or what
No,
was
because
that?
simultaneously Danny is having a scene with the girls, and like when she walks in and sees that, and then the girls, she comes out and she's screaming and she's heaving, and then the other girls start screaming and heaving with her. I'm like, that's empathy. Like that's female relationships. Like that's what it is.
Well, then
You know what I mean? Like that's direct empathy, like feeling what your girl is feeling at the same time that she's feeling it. Like that's what friendship and community is all about.
But also in that same moment, all of a sudden I'm like, now they're just screaming and quickening up Miss Flo's pace, where I'm like, the way that they both
It's good.
took and gave back. It's
Yeah,
like,
and then it all gets out. Like that's how you do. You got to let those emotions rock. You know what I mean?
do
how you
you
move
buy
through.
that? Like they're like pagan ass
Yeah, that's like
ecstasy at the end.
that's like
do you think
somatic
that works?
therapy. Yeah, of course.
Therapy, more ritual, more
Yeah,
God,
it's like remember when I used to do the class?
the class.
The class
where
was
there was also some dubious consent.
In the class?
Yeah.
No, you're thinking
People
of you're
hit.
you're
Oh.
thinking of acting class. I'm talking about The Class by Taryn Toomey. Is a class that I used to do on Zoom. And one time they were playing that.
Oh,
You came in when
fuck.
I was watching it, and they were doing 5 more minutes. But yeah, she was singing along doing 5 more minutes to love. But the class has you do these movements where you open your heart and you move your arms like this, and you go and you do it like a bunch, and like you might have an epiphany during your exercise class if you do it like that.
Yeah.
Like that's somatic therapy and movement. It's really good for you. So I think there's some of that in Midsommar.
There's a lot of somatic.
Yeah, it's good for you. And like
Activity.
all the breath work that they do, like breath work I think is also a really good therapeutic tool. Like these are real practices that are really good for
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of like
It's not all bad.
it's not all bad, you know what I mean? And there is something to say for like there's so many ways to defend the cult. I think what's indefensible are the murders of the innocents, of course. You want me to stop shaking the water bottle?
Yeah, just for the sound. I want to make sure everyone can hear you.
I know that sounds beautiful though. Anyway,
It sounds like you're in Nemo.
it's all very like it's a thinking movie.
It's a lot of notes.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about, again, my first viewing being myopic of honing in on the relationship and the biology and rituals of it, nailing it as culture. I like that. I'm so glad that you highlighted that. Like it's culture. It's talking about the same stuff that we talk about here on the pod.
It's all trans girl baseball.
It's all trans girl baseball, folks.
Yeah. I'm Erin.
I'm Julia.
Thanks for listening to Stream Queens the Pod. Follow us on all that stuff, including and not limited to Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And that was Stream Queens the Pod. Love you, Gil. What?
Sunshine.
Repeat after me.
Sana, sana.
Sana, 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 sana.